Hey guys, and welcome back to the AC Milan career mode. I want to apologise for this upload being slightly later than usual. I always aim to get the videos out at 9 PM. Unfortunately, this one's going to be a little bit late. I'm running late. I had a full day of work. I had some stuff to do. But anyways, we're back. And I've taken my time with this. I'm not going to rush this. We're going to have 3 games in today's episode, starting off against Napoli, not Empoli. There's a few interesting things I need to talk to you guys about. Now, obviously, we signed Isco in the previous episode, and although he did have a good impact, it didn't necessarily mean we kept dominating the games like we used to. We got a draw against Udinese, a draw against Cagliari, and then we went on to win against Sampdoria. So the injection of a world-class player like Isco is good, but it doesn't mean we're just going to walk this league. We've got 3 extremely tough games: Napoli, Lazio and Fiorentina. All 3 teams supposedly should challenge for at least top 8, if not more. And as you can see by the league standings, we are 4 points behind Juve with a game in hand. So even if we win all our games this episode, we might not be top of the table. Napoli currently not doing too great. They're sitting in 9th. They need the points, but so do we. Let's take a look at our lineup. Hopefully throughout the episode we will have some scout reports as well, because I'm looking forward to using some youth players like Alessandro Branco, who's in the lineup today. But first, the back 4, Vangioni, Romagnoli, Gomez and Abate rotated due to fitness, and then the youngster Alessandro Branco comes in with Bertolacci and Isco in that midfield. Depay, Lapadula and Suso up front. Not our strongest team, but our best player technically is playing, and Branco scored on his debut. I'm expecting big things at the San Siro. It's one of those clashes throughout the season that everyone's looking forward to, especially in Italian football. This is a game that you don't want to miss. Milan against Napoli, a clash where both teams are looking for 3 points. Should be a good game. And this is the man the cameras are focused on. Of course, can Isco get his first goal in Milan's service? Lorenzo Insigne in a foot race with Gustavo Gomez. He does well to find Marek Hamšík, who fires the shot. It was saved by Donnarumma, and somehow they have not put in the rebound. I think it was Alan, the central defensive midfielder, who got on the end of that. Unexplainable miss by the Brazilian. Mario Bertolacci trying to get something going here. He's got Memphis Depay. It's a lovely ball by Bertolacci. Memphis cuts inside, finds that pass into Bertolacci. Saved by Reina. Vangioni inside to Lapadula. Lapadula spots the run by, I think it's Suso, but it's not the best ball. Milan not doing too well. The pressure was good though by Milan. The intentions are there, but Abate losing a header to Insigne is absolutely disgusting, as in one of the Napoli players goes off injured. Not a good start to the game at all. Manolo Gabbiadini, can he find a pass? Abate's been absolutely shocking in defence, and again we're giving the ball away cheaply there, and it's the shot again off that same post. Milan lucky to still be at 0-0. Memphis Depay launches one forward. It's a good ball, but there's not much Suso can do with that. Alam crossing it in. Gabbiadini again winning that header against every Milan defender that tries to challenge. Donnarumma is the only man left standing, and he keeps Milan in the game. Oh no, poor defensive mistake there. Alan with another shot. Donnarumma is playing one hell of a game. Oh, what a mistake! Lapadula! It's 1-0 Milan in the 90th minute. Reina has been playing that pass every single time there was a goal kick. This time I read it. This time I was there to intercept. And Jose Reina, with probably one of the biggest mistakes of his long-lived goalkeeper career, Gianluca Lapadula, punishes Napoli after what was for them a fantastic game. But Milan go on to steal all 3 points. Can you believe it? The final kick of the game. Jose Reina does what he has been doing all game. I'm not going to show you every goal kick he's had, but that's pretty much what he did. He powered past it to the opposite corner of his defence, and this time we intercepted and we did well. And that is how the game is going to end. I genuinely can't believe we got let off like that. What an end to a one-sided, dominant game by Napoli. The possession, the chances was all for them, but we ended up stealing the 3 points in the 90th minute. This is huge for the title race. There's only one man of the match in my opinion. Vangioni has got an 8.9, but we all know who actually got us that clean sheet. In my opinion, Gianluigi Donnarumma gets man of the match, and goalkeepers don't get high ratings this FIFA, but this time there's no question about it. He was the best player on the pitch. A ridiculously fortunate win for AC Milan sees them chase down Juventus. They're still 1 point behind them. Let's take a look at some of the messages. An international management offer is obviously not what I'm interested in. I'm keeping the Belgian one open because I'm Belgian myself. I don't really want to reject them that quickly. Matias Fernandes wants to play and Pulli wants to go out on loan, which is fair enough. Let's take a look at the lineup for the next game. Away from home against Lazio, they're 4th, we're 2nd. A huge game once again. For the game against Lazio at the Stadio Olimpico, we are rocking up with the strongest possible lineup we can have. Gianluigi Donnarumma in net, he was our best man against Napoli. De Silio, Romagnoli, Paletta and Calabria back into the side. Vangioni was excellent, but I wanted to go back to my usual defence. The defence that only concedes 1 goal every 2 games, which is solid, but if I make a defensive change, it will be Vangioni coming in. Kučka, Bonaventura and Isco, the strongest possible midfield we can have, with Memphis, Depay, Carlos Bacca and Suso up front. Niang almost back from his injury. He's recovering, but he's probably not going to play. The Stadio Olimpico, Lazio against Milan, another big game. I'm looking forward to this game, not only because it's going to be a good test for our strongest possible team. I kind of want to do some scouting on Ciro Immobile, the Lazio striker who's been in good form in real life, banging in the goals, getting some informs on FIFA. And if we are ever going to replace this man right here, Carlos Bacca, then Ciro Immobile might be a potential target for us. How is there this much space for Felipe Anderson? Well defended by Paletta. And this is why we need him in the team. That little bit of experience at the back can change the game for us. Bonaventura. What a pass, once again, towards Suso. He's been on the end of some incredible passes. In towards Isco. Isco looking to turn back. Calabria into Carlos Bacca. This could be the chance. Bacca through to Bonaventura, and that's a scuffed shot. Milan definitely playing better than in the first game, but unfortunately, we haven't really tested Marchetti that much. This first half is a lot better than the one against Napoli. We're dominating the possession, having more shots as well. We just can't get quite close enough to Marchetti to actually threaten him. So I'm making one change. Hirving Lozano is coming on for a tired Suso, who did his job. He worked hard, but he couldn't really create much. Well done by Paletta again. The man is rock solid. Lucas Bilia tries to outstrength him. He can't. Hirving Lozano against Stefan de Vrij, who is one of our potential next transfer targets. Through to towards Kučka, deflected, and Marchetti gets a hand to it. Well done by Kučka. Carlos Bacca now. He's got Lozano out wide. Can he finally have an end product? Hirving Lozano does well towards Bonaventura now. Bonaventura tries to force a shot. It's blocked. There's a mistake, and it's Carlos Bacca who makes it 1-0 Milan. Can the luck keep continuing for the Rossoneri? Unbelievable gift of a goal yet again, second game in a row. This is how Milan opened the score. Was that going in by Bonaventura? I'm not sure, but Carlos Bacca knows exactly where to position himself when there's a bit of a scramble like that. Isco got involved as well. He blocked the goalkeeper off, and Carlos Bacca picks up the scraps. 1-0 Milan. A huge goal again. 15 minutes to go. Oh no, Lulic. Lulic, good strike save by Donnarumma. Going short to Isco, who's got absolutely no stamina left. Basilio out wide to Isco again. Isco turns his man nicely. Isco with a shot saved by Marchetti. Ravel Morrison chasing Giacomo Bonaventura, but Jack has done well. Can he hold on to it? Use that strength. Take it to the corner and run it out. That's all we need. It's a 1-0 win for Milan. I tried to go forward there, but Ravel Morrison, fresh off the bench, had the stamina and strength to keep up. Milan win the second game in a row, 1-0. Man of the match performances coming in from a couple of players, but before even looking at the ratings, I'm telling you, it's going to be Gabriel Paletta. Let's take a look at the ratings. A 7.5, very respectable. If you take away the goal from Bacca and... Well, actually, what did Kučka do to get so many good points? It could be Kučka, you know, looking at it. I may have to come back on my initial decision. Paletta had a brilliant game, but that one ill-disciplined challenge got him a booking, whereas Kučka actually did nothing wrong. He actually got the most tackles as well, more than Paletta, from that midfield position. So I've changed my mind. Kučka gets man of the match. We've got a scouting update. Before we go any further though, I want to quickly show you the league standings as well. We're heading into the game against Fiorentina as the current Serie A league leaders. Juventus have dropped points, as you can see. Well, now they've played their game, but if we win our game in hand, we're above them, which wasn't the case at the start of today's episode. Roma still going strong as well, 3 points behind us, so very well played to them. First, we've got a scouting update. I'll let you know if there's anything interesting. Unfortunately, France wasn't a success. I had to reject everyone. Italy came back with a couple of good players. Giovanni Russo, Costa and Gallo all have a potential over 90, so these 3 are going to get signed up. Brazil brought me back 2 amazing talents. Afonso Cabral looks very good with that pace, 94 potential as well. But the best player for this month throughout is without a doubt, let me scroll through and try and find him. His name is Renato Pereira. I must have skipped past him already. There he is. 63 overall with a 94 potential. And look at those stats. Absolutely incredible from the youngster. I'm already tempted to sign him up the moment he hits 16. Never change the winning side, and especially the side that played the second game was by far the most dominant, so I'm not changing the team. Donnarumma in net, De Silio, Romagnoli, Paletta and Calabria. The back four, Kuchka, Bonaventura and Isco in the midfield. Memphis, Depay, Carlos Bacca and Suso up front. Isco so far, for the hype that's surrounding him, has been a little bit underwhelming, but I have faith that he'll come good eventually. We're playing at the San Siro today against Fiorentina. This is the game where we can overtake Juventus. A lot of things at stake. Fiorentina not even in the top 10. They're having a horrid season. Bernardeschi going all the way. Someone puts in a block, well defended by Paletta. He's once again everywhere, stopping every chance our opponents get. Brilliant play from Paletta, and Bonaventura goes on the counter-attack. We've got the man running out wide. His name is Suso. What can Suso do? A cross goal. It's saved easily by Tatarusano. Suso, nobody's really stopping Suso unless he's brought down. Bonaventura tries from range, just over. And I think that's an injury because we cut straight to our subs. And unfortunately I didn't bring Niang with me. I forgot to bring Niang on the bench. He could have made his comeback, but unfortunately it's going to be Hirving Lozano coming on after 16 minutes. Bacca in towards Kuchka. Kuchka's got the run of Hirving Lozano. He has to make this count. Lozano, where are you going to go with this? He's crossed it in towards Carlos Bacca. What a save by Tatarusanu. I don't believe how he's clawed that one out of his net. Kalinic does well, but Elge can play it off. Paletta just does enough to barge him off the ball. Memphis Depay is coming back on defense, and he's done well, Memphis. And he starts deep in his own half. Starts to rush forward, Memphis Depay. Oh, this is one of them moments, isn't it? This is one of them magical moments where a player goes on an absolute rampage, or maybe he doesn't, and he slips through Isco, and it's off the bar. I don't believe it. Good ball, Kalinic, 9 minutes on the clock. Gabriel Paletta, what a man. Surely he's got to be man of the match in this game. There's no way around it this time. Milan going forward. Calabria, Bacca, Isco, Bonaventura into Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay waits for De Silio to make that run. Is this the chance for Milan? De Silio cuts inside nicely. De Silio is still going into Bacca. Not the best pass. Isco into Kuchka. Bonaventura into Memphis. Milan trying hard to break through. It's Isco on the edge. Isco turns. What a turn by Isco. The shot was blocked. Calabria now brought down from behind. And that's the final whistle. Milan draw 0-0 against Fiorentina, so they won't overtake Juve at this point in time. But what a game it was indeed from the Rossoneri. We had chances. Isco hitting that post was unreal. It was a lovely chip. I know it was probably the wrong decision, but he executed it with flair, with perfection, and unfortunately he didn't get the luck on his side. Fiorentina left with one shot on target, but a point out of this game. Man of the match performances. This time I'm not going to mess around with it. Gabriel Paletta, please stand up and show yourself. What a performance from you this episode. Unfortunately, Suso is out for about 3 months, which I guess is bad luck, but the timing is perfect as Niang is coming back into the side sooner rather than later. We're 1 point behind Juve. I'm not too mad about that draw. We were lucky in the first 2 games to win it so late twice, so the fact that we drew our last game is fair enough. Credit to our defenders though. We haven't conceded at all in today's episode, to be fair, so credit to our defenders, credit to Donnarumma. All were outstanding there at the back. Hopefully we can bang in a few more goals going forward. Isco can get the ground running. Niang coming back as well should provide some goals. We've got a cup game coming up against Bologna in the semi-finals. Huge episode as well coming up after that with Juve. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.